Mindy Kaling has won the hearts of many people with her amazing sense of humor, impeccable style, and body-positive attitude. She gained prominence after starring in, writing for, and directing The Office. After the series ended, she moved on to other projects, including creating her own show with herself as the star, The Mindy Project. As funny as she is, it's no surprise at all that her life has continued to thrive and her career has continued to be successful since The Office came to an end. Here are 10 things you probably didn't know about Mindy Kaling. Her real name isn't Mindy Kaling. A large number of Hollywood superstars change their names simply to make them more identifiable or cool. Kaling did not completely change her name, but rather modified it. She was born Vera Mindy Chokalingam, but after entering the entertainment industry, she shortened her last name to Kaling. She was given the American name Mindy before her birth. When her mother was pregnant, she enjoyed watching the television show Mork and Mindy. When they came to the United States, her mother decided that she needed a nice American name, so she named her Mindy. She trained herself in comedy as a child. Mindy Kaling has a natural talent for comedy, but she also put in a great deal of effort. She realized early on that she enjoyed comedy, and she began studying sketch comedy shows such as The Kids in the Hall, In Living Color, and Saturday Night Live as early as junior high. She watched these shows with, in her own words, attentive nerdiness, as if she were preparing for a test in comedy. It all paid off in the end, as she now constantly seems effortlessly hilarious, not just in her carefully crafted scripts, but in all interviews and off-the-cuff remarks. She's a nerd. Actors and actresses are certainly not dumb, but formal training and education are not as highly valued as in other areas. Many celebrities have received formal training in the art of acting, but an equal amount are naturally talented and auditioned until they began to land roles. However, Kaling has some serious smarts in that brain. She attended the prestigious secondary school Buckingham Browne and Nichols in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Later, she attended an Ivy League college, Dartmouth. During her time at Dartmouth, she drew a comic strip for the school newspaper called Badly Drawn Girl, wrote for the Dartmouth Jack-O-Lantern magazine, and was a part of an improv group called the Dog Day Players. She made history in Hollywood. According to Deadline, Kaling is the first and only woman of color to run and star in her own network program. This is a remarkable accomplishment, but unfortunately it is not enough to prevent others from condemning the Mindy Project for its apparent lack of diversity. According to FlavorWire, one of the Mindy Project panel discussions became a bit tense when a woman questioned Kaling's choice to portray the only female doctor and the only doctor of color on the show. Kaling said in response, "This is going to just seem defensive, but I'm just gonna say it, I'm a Indian woman who has her own network television show, okay." Her frustration is understandable. Kaling clarified, "I have 4 series regulars that are women on my show, and no one asks any of the shows I adore why no leads on their shows are women of color, and I'm the one that gets lobbied about these things. It's not like I'm running a country, I'm not a political figure, I'm someone who's writing a show and I want to use funny people. And it feels like it diminishes the incredibly funny women who do come on my show." She turned down the chance to join SNL. Halfway through season 2 of The Office, Kaling said she was invited to audition for Saturday Night Live. It was her dream, but she was still under contract with The Office, so she made a deal with The Office showrunner Greg Daniels, who said he would let her out of her contract if she was offered a role as an actress on the show. Kaling went to New York to audition for SNL, and was denied a role as a performer. SNL executive producer Lorne Michaels did, however, offer her a job as a writer, and Kaling hoped that she could take the position and work behind the scenes long enough to eventually become a performer. But Daniels said this wasn't the deal they'd made, and Kaling stayed with The Office, which successfully ran for nearly a decade. Kaling said, "It was really a life-changing thing. I think the course of my career would have gone really differently had I left The Office and done that instead." She prefers writing over acting. Despite her extensive acting experience, she prefers to be behind the camera rather than in front of it. She emphasized the perks of writing in an interview with LiveJournal. "It's almost a prerequisite that you're a chubby, cantankerous person who wears gym shorts and torn t-shirts. You're celebrated if you don't look that great, whereas as an actress, I have to go to the gym and wear makeup and I can't swear." She's also a director. In 2010, Kaling decided to test out the director's chair. She made her television directorial debut by directing the season 6 episode of The Office Body Language. She went on to direct several more episodes on The Office but has since vacated the director's chair to be a producer instead. She likes to steal props. Mindy's house is decorated with props she swiped from the set of The Office. She has a photo of her and Ellie Kemper in her laundry room, and in her hallway is a giant black and white close-up of Steve Martin's face, which was a prop from the episode of Michael Scott's going-away party. She told Vulture in an interview, "They decorated the office and the conference room in a way that he would really like, so the props person blew up this picture of Steve Martin and they were throwing it away. I was like, I'll take a perfectly good poster of Steve Martin that's been framed already, and this was the only place to put it." She didn't start dating until senior year of college. Numerous celebrities have relationship history that read like a gossip column, weekly fresh scandals and partners, continual paparazzi attention and speculation, etc. However, despite her A-list status, Kaling has never really been in the tabloids for her romantic life. Part of the reason is that she isn't really a serial dater. According to her own admission, she had approximately 4 boyfriends by the time she was in her 30s, a number that most teen stars hit before they are of legal drinking age. She didn't even start dating until she was in her senior year of college, opting to focus on academics and refining her comedic voice instead. She is launching her own book studio to adapt new films for the silver screen. There has always been a strong connection between film and literature, so it makes sense that many actors would dabble in both fields. In February 2022, Kaling shared on Instagram that she has partnered with Amazon to lead Mindy's book studio, which would be a new home for dynamic storytelling. Kaling said, "I'm passionate about bringing unique stories to readers and viewers, and I can't wait to help discover and support talented new voices through Mindy's book studio." Mindy's book studio will also adapt published material as feature motion pictures, which will then exclusively stream on Prime Video.